hello again. I'm Deb Sofield, and you're listening to my weekly podcast series called Encouragement for Your Life. Many of you know I'm a national speaker, trainer, and coach, and I like to say I help people find their voice and learn to use it. I'm also a conference speaker on the topics of public speaking, presentation skills, how to deal with the media, and crisis communication. Many of my presentations can be found on my website, debsofield.com. If your organization is looking for an upcoming speaker, I hope you'll reach out. I'd love to be a part. I've got a number of great books on the market. My best-selling book, Speak Without Fear, my latest book, Perfecting Your Platform, are both on Amazon and Audible. My series, Encouragement for Your Life, a compilation of these podcasts, are also available on Amazon. Just go to Amazon, type in my name, Deb Sofield, and all my books will appear. I've got a great theme for today, and it's this. Friend, are you living a shadow life? It's a good one. I'm Deb Sofield. Thanks for spending these next few minutes with me. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. I just finished reading a book called Turning Pro by one of my favorite authors, Steven Pressfield. His other book, The War of Art, is a classic, and I could tell you it changed my business life when I read it years ago. So when a friend mentioned that he had read another good Pressfield book, I had to pick it up. And there's an idea in the book that is so simple yet so true, I just couldn't get away from it. And I've been thinking about it for some days now, and I just want to share it with you. It's the idea that so many people live a shadow life. Let me explain. And I'm actually reading from the book, Turning Pro, page 13. Sometimes, when we're terrified of embracing our true calling, we'll pursue a shadow calling instead. That shadow career is a metaphor for our real career. Its shape is similar, its contours feels the same. But a shadow career entails no real risk. If we fail at a shadow career, the consequences are meaningless to us. So friend, I have to ask, are you pursuing a shadow career? Are you getting your PhD in Elizabethan studies because you're afraid to write the tragedies and comedies that you know you have inside you? Or are you living the drug and booze half of the musician's life without actually writing the music? Are you working in a support capacity for an innovator because you're too afraid to take the risk to become an innovator yourself? If you're dissatisfied with your current life, ask yourself what your current life is a metaphor for. That metaphor will point you towards your true calling. He goes on to write about the different shadow careers that he had. I like his stories from his truck driving days. Now, driving a truck is a very honorable profession, and it's not easy. But it was not his calling, and he says as much. As much as he liked the freedom of the road, he realized every road was going nowhere, and every mile he traveled only carried him further away from where he needed to go and from who he needed to be. So let me distill this down and bring some ideas to the forefront. Many people I meet are living a shadow life. It's not that they're doing anything wrong or bad. It simply means they are spending a lifetime doing something similar to their true calling, but without the real work or risk or reward of the calling that they know they should be following for their life. In a sense, are you denying what you are really called to do or want to do? Or are you holding back out of fear? Now listen, before I go on, I am fully aware that many who are listening today deep down know what I'm talking about. But your life is so far down a path that you see no way to turn around. I get it. You're locked in with golden handcuffs. That's the life you fell into, and for many, it's good enough. It pays the bills, and you'll retire. And then maybe you can do what you wanted to do. But for now, you're sitting still because you bought into the shadow life many years ago. And now you have a family and responsibilities. Hey, it is what it is. If that's where you are today, just hang with me for the rest of the show, and maybe we can find a way when the time is right for you to get back on your path, your calling, your true destination. So please hear me in our time today. I'm not going to encourage you to stop what you're doing. What I would like to encourage you to do is to be a voice of support for others who are standing at the crossroads of life. or who are beginning to step into a shadow life. You are the voice to others, guiding them away from making the same mistakes you made because you are the best example to help guide them in the direction that they need to go. I'm fascinated with the idea that so many people are doing something similar to their calling, something honorable and something they're probably pretty good at. I was in the same place at one time in my life. Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, I was speaking at a women's legislative conference in California, and I was training on how to run for public office and transform your message into something your community would understand and believe enough to go to the voting booth and pull the lever for you. My training sessions are usually overflow crowd, and this event was no different. I was feeling pretty good about myself and my presentation, until a lady who had been in my session came up to me afterward and said, Deb, I really like your ideas of how to win, but I would be more impressed if you had won your election. Whoosh! Talk about hit between the eyes. A year later, I had run for office and lost by 163 votes. But I lost. And in that moment, I saw very clearly that yes, I was doing the shadow life, teaching others to do what I wanted to do. Yes, it was an honorable job, but it wasn't my true calling. I had always seen myself as an elected official due to my love for my community and my desire to help people and get things fixed. In my case, I did the hard work and tried, but the numbers didn't come out in my favor in my first race. The reality was, if I was going to be a rock star speaker on how to win elections, well, I frankly had to go back, do the hard work again, and this time get my message right, understand my district better, and work harder to be elected and not just talk about it. Just a quick aside, I have won and been elected many times since then, and I'm grateful to serve in public office today. All right, frankly. Now, there is nothing more irritating to me than have to listen to someone speak at campaign school on how to run for office when they've never run for office. While they may have book smarts, and trust me, they're always on TV and radio talking about elections, they don't have street smarts. And what's in the book does not usually work in the real world. So in hindsight, back when I was called out, I now know the feeling. Well, how about you? Are you doing life in the shadows? Sidestepping, so to speak, instead of actually doing the hard work to find your true calling? Are you living a shadow life? Doing something similar to the dream to which you were called, but not going all the way to make your calling a reality? Stephen Pressfield would say that you were living in denial, and the longer we cleave to this life, the further we will drift from our true purpose, and the harder it becomes for us to rally the courage to get back. That's why, today, I am careful to say to you, if you can't get out of the shadow life that you're in, then be a voice for those who are searching and are hesitant to do the work to reach their true calling. Many of you have good people working for you, but you know they have a higher calling and are afraid to step out of the shadow of a good-paying job to pursue their heart's desire and their true calling. If you can, why not help them? Those of you who have children and you know what they would be good at, even though it might not be the profession you would like for them to pursue, can you at least let them try to find their place in space? And if you're married and your spouse has a dream, can you together figure out something to help them find their true calling? Living a shadow life for so many is what we have settled for. Yeah, I said settled. Wow. That's not a word I use often because I'm not one to settle. And I have the good fortune to live my life by a quote I read years ago. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So throw off the bowline, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade wind in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. And friend, I'll add, if you really want it bad enough, you'll make the time. By the way, that's a quote from Mark Twain. People who live a shadow life never sail away from the safe harbor. They never catch the trade wind in their sails. And many times they've given up on their wish to explore, dream, and discover. I fully understand that many people still do some things that are similar things to what they want. They are safe and they're honorable and they're good and they're kind. And for some listening today, that's fine if that's all you want out of the gray twilight of life. But for those of you who see the shadow and you understand that behind the veil is the sunlight of the life you desire, stop denying the truth that you have some work to do. And then put your shoulder to the plow and start walking. Don't live another day in a shadow life. Beat back resistance. Set aside your fear and step into the light. Thoreau once said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined." I honestly don't think anyone imagines living a shadow life. It just seems to happen for so many people. So my thought for today is this: don't be like most people. Be the person you dreamed you would be, and then make strides in the right direction, away from the shadows and into the light. Okay, tough message today. I know it. I gotta tell you, it's one of those aha moments you just never forget when someone's like, "Yeah, you're kind of preaching, but you're not doing what you're preaching." And I thought, she's right. And I went back, I figured it out, and I won the next election. Here's the key. I'm not here to condemn you, but some of you can be doing more. It takes work. I know it, but you can do it. All right, you've been listening to, believe it or not, Deb Sofield's encouragement for your rockstar amazing life. And I hope you'll join me next week so we can continue the journey together as we work towards a much better day for you and your family. And just remember, I don't care what the world says. I want you to know that I care about you. I care about you because I don't want you to live in the shadow when you should be in the sunlight. Friend, you can do big things, and I'm going to walk alongside you as we follow that dream together. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.